Welcome everybody to this YouTube video. If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Today we're doing a tier list. Today I feel like I'm out of ideas. Well, obviously not, because we're doing a tier list, but tier list resorting to running out of ideas. We're doing a cartoon tier list. You basically know how tier list goes. S is the best, F tier worst. I don't think there's gonna be a single cartoon show being in the F tier, if I'm being honest. And if I have, I will remember if it's on the list. If you leave a like, you get this Pikachu right here. You know, it's gonna be more of a shorter video, you know, going back looking at some of these old shows I might know, might not know, because I grew up watching cartoons. One of the main ones were SpongeBob growing up was so funny, man. It had like different levels of humor that I realized while growing up. Like, it had kids humor, but also like small bits of adult humor sprinkled in there, which made it good for everyone. And then I heard stuff like back then, like I ain't let my kids watch SpongeBob because it hurts their brain. I mean, I could kind of see where you're coming from with that. Sorry, I'm not here to judge anybody. We got the S tier down to the F tier, and we're gonna be doing all these shows. If there are any missing, then that's on me, because I didn't look at this list beforehand. All right, so first we got, what is that? Never watched it. 16. I remember seeing this show. I never watched the show like that. Scooby-Doo. Which one is this? Pet name Scooby-Doo. I mean, all Scooby-Doo's got to go in S tier, right? I mean, all Scooby-Doo is just like iconic. It's just amazing. Adventure Time's going in S tier. Adventure Time, just like, it's in the name, adventure. You know, they're always going on adventures and stuff. There's always something new. They're not doing the same stuff. And the show's just funny overall, you know? What is that? Gumball is a S tier, man. It sucks that they left us on a cliffhanger. Keep seeing these things like Gumball's coming back, Gumball movie, Gumball new season coming out, and then it never happens, and then I just lose all hope in the show. I remember watching this show, Apple and Onion. Like, I'm not saying it's a terrible show. I kind of like the show a little bit. You know, it's not terrible, but like, it feels like a fever dream. I'm going to C tier. I don't know this show. Looney Tunes, Baby Looney Tunes. I never seen Baby Looney Tunes. Never seen any Batman shows, surprisingly. Ben 10 is going in an S tier. Oh, they got all these Ben 10s. Look at this. I definitely remember this Ben 10. These other ones are like older than this one, unless I'm tripping. I don't know, but I'll put these in the never watched. I've definitely seen this one though. This one was like C tier. Chowder's going to S tier for me. Clarence, A tier. Kids Next Door. Oh my, you already know where this is going. Courage. Oh my, this is nostalgia video right here. Craig of the Creek. I remember watching this show for a little bit. Would I say it's a bad show? No. It's actually a pretty decent show, so you go high C. Dexter's Lab. You already know where you're going. How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, don't be mad at me for this. I barely watched How to Train Your Dragon, but I watched enough to know that it was a good show. So you could go into I'll be fair, B. Ed, Edd n Eddy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all go to S tier. Oh my gosh, I remember this show. I know this show. What is it called? Why do I have to get so close to the screen? I still can't see. I know this show though. I forgot the name of it, but this show was fire. It go to A tier. Billy and Mandy was fire. Billy's got to be one of the stupidest cartoon characters ever though. Show go to A tier though. Wait, what happened to this show? I didn't watch the show, but it would pop up here and there when I still was like younger. Like, as soon as it came out, I saw like the first episode, and it was kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. And then after that, I just feel like the show just kind of disappeared. Alright there, mama. Johnny Bravo was going on S tier, mama. Johnny Test. You already know where you're going. Looney Tunes. I remember watching this. Yep, you're going S tier. Mao Mao. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about this show. I feel like Mao Mao was one of those kind of underrated shows for me. I think I'll put Mao Mao in a B. Flapjack was crazy. I can't believe they even aired this show. Still, you're going to A tier. Mighty Magic Swords. Mighty Magic Swords. Am I saying that right? I remember seeing this on Cartoon Network all the time. Didn't really care for it, not gonna lie. You know, still not one of the worst I've seen. You're going low C. Ninjago, S tier. I didn't watch all of it, so I can't put it S tier. I'll put it A tier. Okay, KO. I feel like in a way the show was kind of rushed, because the ending, he just like was going going through a lot. Like, they were all going through a bunch of stuff, like they growing up and all that, and then OKKO turns into a man and all that stuff. The show wasn't bad though, I'll say that. I'll put OKKO on the B. Powerpuff Girls, you know, when you're younger, you used to hate on shows like this because like, oh, girls, then you actually watch the show and it's like, oh, this is kind of heat. Powerpuff Girls was heat. Wait, which one is this? Why is there two different versions of the Powerpuff Girls? Stop staring at me with them big old eyes. We'll just say this one's the original. We'll put it at S tier. We'll just say this is a different version of it, and we'll just put it never watched. Regular Show, one of my favorite shows of all time. Here's my top 3 right here. We got Adventure Time, Gumball, Regular Show. Adventure Time, I remember my mom, she had the CDs for Adventure Time. I'm not sure if she had the CDs for Regular Show, but I remember watching Regular Show at my cousin's house. Gumball, same thing at my cousin's house. But yeah, I grew up with these top 3 right here. SpongeBob should be in a cartoon list. I think it's good enough to be, but I mean, why wouldn't it be a cartoon? It basically is a cartoon. But nah, it's a Nickelodeon show. Samurai Jack is a good B tier only because I haven't watched the full show. I'm pretty sure this Scooby-Doo right here was an S tier. No, I think it was an A tier. But there's a lot of different versions of like the same show. I forget like which one's which. Sonic Boom. This show was like, I don't know if this show was ahead of its time or it was like underrated. I don't know, but this show was good, man. This show was pretty good. I remember I like the show. A tier for me. Steven Universe is also one of the shows I kind of grew up with. It's like one of the like when the show came out, I was like one of the first ones to watch it. Well, not one of the first ones to watch it, but I saw this show as soon as they released or they aired their first episode. I was there to watch it. As soon as their movie came out for like the future stuff, I was there to watch it. It's a really messed up plot though. I'll put it mid B. Summer Camp Island. I saw this show when it came out too, like as soon as they aired. I don't know how I felt about this show. This show was kind of awkward. I'll put it at C. All right, Teen Titans Go. This was a crazy show. They had some bangers in the show, I'll say that much. I'll put a high B. The original Teen Titans is an A. Total Drama Island, I remember watching this, was an A. Uncle Grandpa, going to S tier, man. You deserve it. I don't know what happened to Uncle Grandpa, man. They wasn't messing with him. Unikitty, okay, don't call me weird. I remember watching this show, okay? I don't know how I stumbled upon it, but I did. It wasn't the worst. Put a C. We Bare Bears for me is I'll put a high A. I don't think it deserves S, but you know, it was a good show. It was a good show. This is the real Scooby-Doo right here. It's the good one right here. Annoying Orange, you just like, I don't want people hating me for putting Annoying Orange like down, but you know, I didn't find anything interesting in the show, if I'm being honest. At least he lives up to the title, so I'll put it at D. Steven Universe Future is definitely, okay, I won't say worse than the original Steven, but it wasn't that good. Yeah, I'll put a high C. All right, there's the list, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so this is my list right here. This is what I think should be there. I'm gonna take a quick look through this real quick, make sure I made all the right decisions. All right, yep, everything looks good. Here's most of the shows I didn't watch. If you want to just look through that, pause the video real quick, look at all through this, see if we got the same opinions about these shows. You know, I don't got good reasoning behind them all because I'm not good at explaining things, but I at least remember watching the shows. Remember, this is all my personal preference. All right, not saying if you watch this show you're garbage or anything like that. It's just like, it's just my opinion, you know. And that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Dre, you want to say anything? America. I'll see you tomorrow. Deuces.